And the only way that you can be in Israel and get to be a resident in Israel, you need to be Jewish. If you're not Jewish, you don't have any way to come to Israel to be a resident.
Guys, I welcome you live on SBTV Africa. My name is DJ Nyame. If you just chance on our channel, make sure you follow us on all social media. And this is SBTV Africa. Tap on subscribe, like, share, invite your friends to join us on SBTV Africa, the voice of the community. Today, Daily Hustle Worldwide, I'm moving straight to Israel to have a chat with one director and CEO. He's a Jewish, going to Israel straight to have a chat with him to see some of the challenges our brothers and sisters are going through, the kind of work service is rendering and all that. So let's go straight to have a chat with him. Boss, I welcome you live on SBTV Africa. What's the name?
Yeah, my name is Yossi, and I am the manager, CEO of Haker & Company. We have many activities for all the foreigners in Israel. We help and assist to bring the information to the refugees in Israel, or to asylum seekers, or people that come here legally in different ways. We know how to protect them in the information by giving them the information what is the law in Israel.
Great.
It's very, very important that people come here to Israel. Israel is a democracy, a very strong democracy. The laws are very strong. If you follow the laws, you have a good life. If you don't follow the laws, you're always in the hide and seek game.
I know our brothers and sisters are in Israel, and most of them have either overstay, or some of them, they just got to Israel. That maybe they want permit, others too want to come there and all that. Brief us, a quick one, brief us, how do you do it, and how long have you been doing this, and how many people have you helped?
By the way, I just want to tell people, we don't bring people to Israel.
Okay.
This is one thing. We don't assist you to come to Israel. We don't promote coming to Israel. To come to Israel is very hard life. To work in Israel is not simple. Israel government does not want people to come to Israel to work. But by the law, since 1951, when Israel joined the Geneva Declaration, they need to, anybody that come to Israel that want to seek asylum, they give them the opportunity to seek asylum in Israel, but it's for a very period of time, difficult to stay, because once you're in Israel and you're following the regulations, then things change. And the regulation is not all the time giving you the opportunity to work with permit. And sometimes you work by different agencies or agents, and they don't really pay the people correctly, and a lot of people are having, it's very, very difficult. Even though you see people over here, they earn good money for a period of time. Afterwards, they need to chase their social benefits, and after that, their visa is finished. And if they get sick, it's very hard to maintain their health issues. And then the kids, some people have kids, and they think that by having kids, they will be legal. And then they have a big fight in the court to keep the kids over here and all that. So if you people are watching us from Africa and you want to come to Israel, I'm telling you now, it's difficult. And to work in Israel, it's difficult, because Israel is a very small state, small country, and we have this is a Jewish state, and the only way that you can be in Israel and get to be a resident in Israel, you need to be Jewish. If you're not Jewish, you don't have any way to come to Israel to be a resident. Okay, this is very important. But once the people are already here, so every time people come to me with all the complaints, with all the problems, with all their legal issues, with all their social issues, and thank God, God give me the grace as a Jew. We are mandated that since we were in exile in Egypt, we were mandated that if you see somebody that's not Jewish, you need to hand your hand out to help, to give them support until a certain extent. Okay? I'm
So
very
now,
happy and I'm blessed to be in this seat where I am in a humble way.
okay, so now let's say those who are already there, okay, you've explained everything. Those who are already there, what do you do for them? Those who are already in Israel and they are working, what do you do for them?
I look at their pay sheets to make sure that they get their payments correctly. I help them to find jobs. I give them much advice that I can and guiding them to stay legal. People that come to Israel and they have a tourist visa, I guide them how to become legal if it's necessary for them, whatever is important for them, based on the circumstance that Israel government has to offer.
What are some of the things that when one has to do that makes him legal to stay in Israel?
He needs to seek asylum, to fill out the documents of asylum, refugee, and he goes through a process. The government can give you visa or cannot give you visa. It all depends on the decision of the government. It's not the decision of the people. Like in some countries, you can walk in illegal to the country and the country will give you an opportunity to seek asylum. In Israel, if you come in illegal, you will never be able to seek asylum. They will once they catch you, they will throw you out immediately. But if you come in legally, you can request asylum, and a lot of people, they get asylum. After the asylum process is finished, the government denies the asylum, they have an interview. They need to go to interview by the government. And always there is an option to appeal on the process if you get rejected. But the process is a little bit tough because after you get rejected, you can maybe get protection paper and be in Israel under protection as a law process, a legal process with the lawyers, but you don't have a permit to work. So it's very tough. When somebody comes and seek asylum immediately, he does not get work permit. He can sit for a while until the government issues him a work permit. Israel, as I told you, is a Jewish state. And since the land is so small and the growth of the population is very big, there is a problem of demography, how we say it. And every year we're missing 100,000 apartments for the natural growth of the people in Israel. So if Israel would open up the borders and let other people come in, it will be a crisis. And that's why Israel needs to be very tough on their border regulations.
I've seen a couple of your videos helping both Africans and all that. I mean, what are some of the main problems or what are some of the main challenges that they bring to your end?
The number one challenge is the visa. Number two challenge is to collect the social benefits. Number three challenge is if somebody gets sick, how do they deal with it? And the main problem that the Nigerians, African people, or all the African nationals have in Israel, the main problem is that they don't really understand the regulations. and they fall in between the cracks. And it's very hard for them to maintain their legal status and stay healthy. They work very, very hard. They know that they're in a time limit, that soon they will need to be exit from Israel. So they try to work very long hours, 12 hours, 16 hours. They get sick, and they don't really maintain their health. They're living in very bad conditions. They're living, many people, in one apartment, not good conditions. And it's very sad to see that I love these people. They're my customers, they're my friends. Some people we really feel family with, because I see they're the righteous people. They really want to serve God. They want to do the right thing, but they're under very hard conditions. And we understand that in Nigeria also they have hard conditions. So for them to be in Israel and to earn money as much as they can to send their family, they're in like the chase after their money, because they know whatever they get today, this is what they will have to sustain a good future for their children. They want to pay for their student schooling, and they want to get good food for their family and good life for them. But one man over here that works so hard and sacrifices his life, maybe for 10 or 20 people back at home. So that's why when I see these people, it's touched my heart so much, and I see anything I can do in my power to help. Another problem the people have, that since they're so eager to get a solution for their problems, they go to the wrong lawyers, and the lawyers take advantage. They see them in front of their eyes, and they don't care. They look on the money, and they're hurting a lot of people. And that's one thing that I speak about, the main thing that I speak in the media all the time. I'm telling the people, before you go to a lawyer, it's like in your life, it's like going to a surgeon. You're going to a doctor. God forbid you have cancer. You're not going to go to one doctor to tell him and take his opinion. You're going to go to 2 doctors or 3 doctors to get the opinion, to feel comfortable with your solution, because one knife can create you a big problem, and one knife can give you a great solution. And this is what I really see, that people are going to wrong advice. And since God, thank God, since I'm speaking so much on the social media and I'm talking about these problems, people trust me and they come to us, and I guide them to get a good service by the correct lawyers. And we really are able to make a very strong change of how service is being given in Israel.
Okay, you mentioned of Nigeria. I'm calling you from Ghana. I'm a Ghanaian, but you mentioned of Nigeria. I want to know if you've worked with any Ghanaians too. Do Ghanaians come to you too as well?
I work with Ghanaians. I work with Nigerians. I work with all the African nationals. Everybody that comes to Israel from South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, Ivory Dakota. I love those people. They come with the French accent. They're sweet people. All the people really, they're seeking to give some good life. They had some very hard life in Africa. Africa countries, we know that governments are very tough. And I don't know really the politics, and I don't want to go. And one of the Nigerian boys over here, that he's one of my great customers, he says that the Nigerian police is criminals. Politicians are criminals. I don't like to talk about people because I'm not there, and he's Nigerian. He can say what he wants to say, and it's free speech. And this is the way we like to give power to the people, so people have a chance to speak their hearts. But I'm not here on the political way. I'm here on the people. I'm here for the people. I'm connected with all the local church in the neighborhood. We sometimes we see very bad problems, And a lot of people that cannot take the pressure, they fall into drugs. And there is a great church, a pastor that has a nice place, and he takes the people in, and we're connected with all the social services. So thank God, we're really making an impact.
How difficult it is to seek for an asylum? Let's say I come to Israel. Maybe my country, there is no war. Other African country, there is a war. I come there, let's say Ghana, we don't have any conflicts, we don't have any war here. I come there as a refugee. How do I seek asylum?
Any person can come and seek asylum. You can say any story you want to say. It's not matter. As long as you're coming the legal way, then the government decides what to give you. There is a period, a waiting period, that the government can make a decision if to grant you asylum or not. Basically, it's all temporary. Nobody gets asylum physically. It's a temporary stay in Israel with no permit to work, but the government has like a law that if somebody's here a certain amount of time, even though he does not have a permit to work, he can work. There is two different permits of work. There is a permit that they give you, that two different permits. One permit that they give you to stay but not to work, and another permit they give you to stay. It says on it not work, but you can work. So it's two different, it's very technical, and this is what we're very good at, and we understand the laws, and we know really how to guide the people. Anybody can seek asylum. Asylum is mandated by the law that Israel needs to give them that, but it's not something that's unlimited. This is very important for people to know.
But you are saying that the government gives permits as you seek asylum, they give you permit not to work. So if you are there and they give you permit but not to work, then how do you survive?
So they call it chick-chack jobs. They stand on the street, somebody come by with the car, and he pick the people up, and he gives them a daily job equivalent to 300 shekel, like $100 or more per day. But sometimes these people also cheat them, and they take them and they tell them, come back tomorrow, I will pay you, or they give them a job for a month and then they don't get payment. And if the government catches you, they will put you in jail and deport you from Israel immediately. It's very tough. This is what I said when I started this conversation. I said, if you think that you're coming to Israel and you will seek asylum and you're looking for a good life, it's not what it looks like. Okay? Some people have a good life, but it's a very, very strong struggling on a daily basis. Very strong struggling. But they earn good money. They can get to, some people, I see their pay sheets, they get to $4,000 a month. It's a lot of money, but it's not all the time, and it's always a limited of time. And sometimes you see that the employer does not understand you, and then he sucks you from the job, and then you need to go look something else, and then you need to compromise to take a smaller job. Or some people work in two different jobs in order to match up the money that they want. So, as I said, Israel is not the place for asylum seekers. It's not. But if you hear, the law is mandating them, the government, to give you certain credibility. But it's not for a long time.
Oh, okay. So meaning that when they give you permit, it's something that is renewable. Like, let's say if you give you permit, maybe like a year or every 2 years, they need to renew it. And chances are they may, or they might renew, they might not renew, right?
No, they don't give. They don't give. They don't give for 2 years. This is also a very big problem. The permits come for 3 months and 3 months and 3 months. Every 3 months, you need to go back to the municipality to renew your permit. Sometimes it's every 6 months. It depends on the timing. During the corona, they gave them 6 months and 6 months. Now it's 3 months and 3 months. Some people even get it for. You can come and sit down meanwhile, okay? Sometimes it's they get the permit for 1 month also, and then it's very difficult. It's not like you see in America, in Europe. As I told you, the demographic of Israel is very small, and to bring in thousands of people, also we have a very big problem of terrorists in Israel. So Israel's borders are very, very controlled, and Israel knows exactly every person that is in the country. So Hacker and Company knows the problems, knows how to bring the solutions, and knows how to lift up the people in a very respectful way, to listen, to understand. We have very sad cases come to our office, but we also have very happy cases and we give free advice to all the people. We have job groups for people that are in Israel. And if I could show you just a small picture over here, we have people over here now in the office from India, from Nepal, from Sri Lanka. They're sitting over here and waiting for this interview to finish. I have 15 calls coming in on my phone. We're talking already for 22 minutes. It doesn't stop. I work 24 hours.
You are too busy. Before I have to leave you to attend to them. But before I leave you, what are some of the cases that you've received that is so sad, as you are saying?
One lady from Africa, she got caught by the police the other day. She has a son in school, 13 years old, and they were ready to deport her, but the kid was in school. She's sick. She has a medical issue. The kid has a medical issue. They released her on condition. She came over here crying, help me, and we need to get a lawyer. The other lady the other day from South Africa also, she was seeking asylum, and she had cancer, and they reject her asylum. She doesn't have medical insurance. We brought her in front of the judge as a refugee case. One of our lawyers, she's very smart. The lawyers that we recommending to her, she spoke to the judge in a nice way, and the judge looked at her and he told her, you know what, I will help you and give you time to go and seek humanitarian visa. It's very rare for these kind of things to happen, but we were able to take her, instead of rejecting her visa and being illegal, to give her another option. The lawyers were able to negotiate with the court another option to give her another visa based on her humanitarian condition. I see cases, mothers with children that pass by, they cannot work. One guy came in, he got injured in the work, his leg is broken. Another lady came in, her hand got swollen. 4 months she's not working, no medical insurance. Thank God there is good doctors in different hospitals that have mercy and they take care of these people free. It can cost these people tens of thousands of dollars. They have no medical insurance. I see people getting sick, really sick. They cannot take care of themselves because they don't have medical insurance. Many people have blood pressure issues. They go to work many hours a day just because they want to send money to their loved ones. And they don't want to leave this opportunity to be in Israel, but they're making a big mistake because sometimes you need to learn how to cut and go back home and take care of your medical issue. There is a lot of mental cases that people from the pressure, they get depressed, they're on medication, very heavy medication. There is a lot of people that fall into drugs. I see everything. I see everything. I see people that they're being abused by their employer in a very bad way. But I'm here. I'm already understand the situation. And thank God for my company over here, the company that I'm managing over here. I'm the CEO over here. That we have a great love with a great mission. This is the company name, Hakeren Company. And we have
Israel Foreign Workers
Fund.
Fund. Israel Foreign Workers Fund. Okay, Hakeren.
Yeah.
So before I leave you, you are saying that Israel is just a place to visit, but not a place to come and hustle.
I don't think it's a place to come and hustle, even though the African people that come here, they're doing great service in the restaurants. We love their work. I think they're adding a lot in the environment of the urban environment. When they work in our restaurants, they're creating major value, because sometimes with the Palestinians that are working in restaurants, sometimes they cannot come to work because of their issues. When there is terrorist attacks, we close the borders, and then the restaurants, they suffer. So I think that there is also an interest of the government to have these people over here in asylum. That's why they don't reject them immediately. I think we need them, but it's not a fun ride. Why am I being so negative and not giving you a positive picture? Because I want to reflect some reality. Sometimes people have a positive issue. It's okay. But a lot of times people have a negative issue. So I cannot tell you the percentage of good and bad, but I can tell you that it's not a fun ride. Even though that people have good jobs, they hustle hard to earn the money that they earn. They work very, very, very hard. I see them sometimes, I just want to hug them. You know, I tell you honestly, I want to give them love, because I know that God brought us to this world to embrace each other. And governments are not here to give love to people. Governments are here to make it hard. But challenges, you don't need to beat. Challenges, you need to let them pass.
So meaning that working hard will put food on the table, but it's not prayers, right?
Exactly what you say. Working hard will put food on the table, but it's not the ultimate solution. Sometimes you really need to try to think what's better for you. Before you come to Israel to try to jump from your country and to think that Israel will give you the final solution, try to think and look for other options in other countries.
Thank you so much, Hakeren, Israel Foreign Workers Fund. Thank you so much, CEO. The name again?
Yossi Krohn.
Yossi Krohn. Okay, Yossi Krohn, Managing Director of Israel Foreign Workers Fund. Thank you so much for coming on my show straight from Israel. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for talking to us. Guys, thank you so much for watching. You've heard it all straight from Israel, from the Israel Foreign Workers Fund CEO. That's the Managing Director. My name is DJ Nyame. I just brought you this update to know what's happening in Israel. So those in Israel too, you know already. If you're facing any difficulties, any problem, you can just contact him as well so that he can help you out. Daily Hustle Worldwide, all you need is internet. Make sure you subscribe to our channel. If you love our videos, follow us for more. I'll be bringing you more updates and all that. I'll thank my production team, DJ Click, Sharon, Tina D. Tap on subscribe. Join us for more. Tour. I'm out.
Hi there. My name is Calibos, the only boss with one S. Happy new month to all of you. Welcome to a month of new possibilities. Do you know why life has been made so easy? It's because of Tap-Tap-Send. People, Tap-Tap-Send is here to make your life easy if you want to transfer money to Ghana. If you want to transfer from USA, if you want to transfer from UK, Europe, Canada, a lot of places all to Ghana. And guess what? When it comes to Ghana, there's no e-levy charge. So, what are you waiting for? Download TapTapSend on Google Play Store and App Store and be ready for exciting offers coming your way each time, every time on TapTapSend.
TapTapSend. Send more, spend less.